And now, ladies and gentlemen, live around the world on DAZN from Fantasy Springs Resort Casino here in Indio, California. This is the main event of the evening. 10 rounds of boxing this scheduled for the NABF Welterweight Championship. It is presented by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the judges are ready and the fighters are ready. Indio, make some noise if you are ready! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks trimmed in silver, he weighed in officially 146 pounds even. His professional record stands at 17 victories, 6 defeats, 3 draws with 7 wins coming by way of knockouts from the Brooklyn, New York Brooks. Here is Courtney Pennington! And across the ring stands his opponent fighting out of the red corner. Wearing tonight solid red trunks, he weighed in 147 pounds. In 12 professional bouts, he stands perfect with 12 victories, no defeats with 10 wins coming by way of knockout. He is undefeated representing Tampico, Tamaulipas, Mexico. Here is El Cugar, Raul Curiel.
Chief second. One chief second. One chief second. Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. You know what I expect out of you. A good, strong, tough, clean fight. I'm going to let this guy work to here. I'm going to let him work to here. It's for the NABF Super Welterweight Championship. Let's go to work, guys.
Gerard White, the third man in the ring. He's in the zone, too. Raul Curiel knocking on the door of the 147-pound division. Shane, I know we sound like a broken record. It's not if you win, it's how you win.
Yes, it is. It's how you win.
What do you want to see from him?
I definitely want to see him cut off that ring, establish those combinations, and get that knockout.
So you're saying you put the best part last one. You want to see the knockout.
Oh, of course. But you got to set up the knockout, right? You don't just get knockouts, especially with a style like Curiel.
Curiel training with Freddie Roach. He's been starting slower, but wiser, right? He's no longer the kid who's coming in looking for the knockouts. He's been taking his time boxing. Is that something you noticed?
Yes, I have. I've noticed that his past couple fights has definitely been slowing down the pace, trying to get, establish his jab and get that knockout.
That's something that comes with experience?
Yes, it does. And these types of fights is how you get the experience. You know, going against guys that are 17-6, 3 draws, you know, get that experience. And with that type of record that Pennington has, he definitely, knows how to survive, knows how to, make you work for your money. So that's the type of style he has. You can see that right now, sticking that jab. He's definitely making him have to think, giving him different looks. It's a good test for Curiel.
Curiel on that 7-fight KO streak. He's had some impressive knockdowns, but there weren't there, oh my goodness, a great highlight reel knockout. This is to break guys down. That just comes with some of the sparring he's gotten over the years, Mean Machine. Right. Stanionis.
A lot of good work that comes through Wildcard Boxing Club. I know.
Yeah.
So you definitely you get the good work and it shows.
Yeah, and he started 5 years ago at Wildcard. He had to start all over.
The left hook, Curiel.
And now it's been working your way up the Wildcard ropes.
Nice.
Right hand from Curiel.
He's trying to set up that left hook. That's why he threw the right hook first to set up that left hook. Making him have to think, stack that mind.
Curiel's last fight was almost a year ago. He knocked out Brad Solomon in the second. I was here. But now, as a matchmaker for Golden Boy, I hear Lazo and also President Aragon's been telling me is We know what we have in him, but it's getting difficult to find somebody to dance with him.
Right. You get into that tough place where you're like, you have to get competitive work, but still, not at the next level yet.
He feels like he's ready for it as Pennington gets a left hook in there.
Work out. Thank you.
Final seconds of the opening round. Our main event, Golden Boy Fight Night in Indio, California. Raul Curiel.
Watch your feet, guys.
So if I'm Curiel, I want to work him back to the ropes, cut off that ring, make that ring smaller for him. Right now, he's doing it right now, but when they started, he started in the middle of the ring. Now he's making that change, doing the right thing. Look at that.
And he snaps back the head of Pennington, who was trying to get away.
And it started with that right hook. He took the jab, right hook, and then it set up that straight left hand. Beautiful setup.
Yeah, Pennington's not going to stand there and trade with you. That's not the fight we're going to have. So when you have a fighter like that, Shane, if you're Curiel, what do you do?
Continue to do what you're doing. Stack his brain, make him think about all these different things. The right hook, the left hook, left to the body. Keep on making him, breaking him down.
Every now and then, Pennington will stay in the middle, but he'll quickly move away, just like that.
But he's doing a good job with moving, not staying still, not getting to the ropes. That's Pennington. Making him have to think. He even switched a little bit like a moment ago.
Yeah, different look.
Give him different looks, but beautiful body shot from Curiel.
Curiel in the red, halfway through the second round. Got the Everlast Mexico gloves on.
You got to represent.
Oh, yeah. Well, tú sabes. Shane was throwing some Espanol at me.
I was trying to, man. I'm getting better at it.
We'll get you on the DAZN Espanol broadcast soon, bro. Mi amigo, es Shane. Right hand from Curiel. You see the back of his trunk say Garcia. His name is Raul Curiel Garcia. So the nickname Cugar, C-U-G-A-R, is he combined Curiel and Garcia. So it's not the animal. I was like, well, why'd you do that? He's like, well, I needed a nickname going to the Olympics, but the ones that they were giving me, they were kind of corny.
Well, that was very creative. Yeah. Oh, nice left hook right hand for Curiel.
So that's why it's spelled C-U-G-A-R. Creative indeed. He's a smart guy.
So that's what Curiel wants to be. He wants to push him to those ropes, keep him there so he can get that, those body shots, break him down. Oh, Pennington's fighting back.
Yeah. But he gets in and gets right out, huh?
Yeah. You have to. You can't stay there for him.
He felt a couple of solid punches from Curiel. That hook
nice
from Pennington gets in there. Catches the eye of Curiel. We're done with two.
That was a good
So
round
we've been
for
talking about law school in Mexico. He does it online, the psychology side, and he brought it up. He's like, a lot of fighters, we need somebody to talk to. One, a psychologist, but a sports psychologist especially. You love that.
Oh, I loved it because, people don't put that much value into having a sports psychologist, somebody to help you with being competitive and all the stuff we go through, how to hold all that together, so I'm, proud of it.
He wants to help young fighters on the mental side of it. But of course, the main goal is try to get to 147-pound peak. An interesting man is Raul Curiel, who made his pro debut on the Canelo Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. undercard back in May of 2017. I was hosting the press conference, and I introduced him, and I started, asking him a question. It's like, oh, Raul, ¿cómo te sientes? And he answers me in English. Like, I didn't know him. I'm like, yo, for real? He's like, yeah, I've been learning English watching TV. Good for you, young man. How'd you learn your Spanish, Shane?
Oh, just growing up in Pomona and being around the boxing gyms.
All right, do you speak Spanish or do you speak boxeo? There's two different words.
A little bit of both. I've done a lot of traveling in my life, so you're definitely picking up on both sides.
All right, well, don't use the Spanish you hear in the gyms on a broadcast.
Oh, of course. Of course. That's X-rated.
And then some.
You're right. Oh, look at that. Pennington coming back with that right hand.
Yeah.
So he's trying to run him into shots. So that's why he's moving away, trying to lower his guard and then come over the top with the right hand. And the last round he caught him with a left hook. I don't know if it did anything as far as not hurting him, but he's trying to stack up those little points there for himself.
Yeah, Pennington's not going to engage you and get into that firefight with you, which is a smart game plan by him.
Absolutely, make it ugly, make it boring in there, so that he loses his focus, and then you're able to take advantage of it.
Well, that's one of the things you got to do.
Nice tie up from Pennington. See, those are some good things, when there's a lull in the action, tie him up just like he did right there, make it ugly, make him forget about his game plan, and then sneak those shots in.
On the zone, also on the Golden Boy YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe to Golden Boy social media accounts. Follow behind the scenes, and also to see what's going on. Big weekend for Golden Boy next weekend in Commerce, California.
Let him go, Curiel. Let him go.
In Vegas, October 7th. Lexus Rocha, October 21st. And we just found out that Munguia may be in November, and Shane Mosley, Virg Ortiz eventually.
Those instructions in the corner, have me curious. He said go from Burley to Philly. So when he said Philly, I know what the Philly shell is. They going that to the right.
Well, let me know. Yeah, okay. So he told them to go to Philly. So not Philadelphia.
No. He wants the Philly shell. So
what's that?
Shelling up. You bring that shoulder over your chin, kind of being high guard, right? Kind of like Floyd Mayweather-esque. Yeah, and
why does he want him to do that though?
Maybe trying to set up a shot. Maybe trying to set up, that right uppercut because Curiel's coming in there and stuff like that. But he told him to do the Burrell or Burley, and I'm not really sure what that is. So I got some homework to do.
All right, well, we got the Philly shell. That was Mustafa Marconi in the corner of Courtney Pennington with the instructions. Thanks to everybody watching around the world. I know there's people watching the Philippines, for people watching in Europe, checking in on Golden Boy Fight Night. It's Thursday night in Southern California. And that from Brooklyn, New York is Courtney Pennington.
Pennington is doing a good job of breaking up the action, continuously throwing that jab, trying to mess up, the rhythm of Curiel, and I think he's doing a decent job. But when you got shots like that, where you're throwing that jab and that right hook and that jab straight down the middle, you catch a guy off guard.
Pennington, last two fights, he's been stopped. Vlad Panin got him in May of 2022, James Metcalf in December. Also had a scrap with Charles Conwell in 2019.
Well, when we spoke to him, he said that he had taken these at any weight that he could get. So, that I'm sure that weighs on you. You're not fighting in your weight class. They probably call him last minute, So it's hard for him.
Yep, but for this one, he had a camp training in Brooklyn. Pennington also runs a logistics company that he owns. And his wife running that business. So when he had that kidney surgery a couple years ago, he was in bed for 3 months. There was never a doubt that he was going to get back into the ring. Missed it for a fighter. But just to be sitting there doing nothing, that got to be tough.
Oh, yeah, definitely tough. When you're inactive, this is a way of life, especially for, at the top level. So if you're not going to the gym all the time, it's hard for you to get back. Beautiful uppercut for Curiel.
All right, so Curiel controlling this fight. Golden Boy Fight Night. Indio, California. That was the push down. Fifth round scheduled for 10. this is where you want to start seeing the separation from Curiel, right?
Yes, you do. You want to see him start pushing Pennington back to the ropes and keeping him there, or making him feel like this ring is super duper small. But Pennington's going to make it hard for him because he knows that that's the way that Curiel has to win. So you keep it in the middle of the ring, or you keep it circling.
Curiel came to the sport of boxing in his teenage years. His father took him to the gym. His mother here from Tampico. So he's from Tamaulipas, which is, if you're looking at Houston underneath that, on the Gulf of Mexico. And look at the CompuBox punches through 4. It's all Curiel right now. Pennington only 9%. But from Tampico, where his dad said, son, you can box, but you better go to school. His son's doing that. He saw his father today in the lobby. How you doing? I've known him since he was a pro. But the dad, he's like, I'm nervous. Estoy nervioso. But was out there like a proud dad wearing the Curiel team shirt, walking around. He's like, but I feel good about my son.
Of course, that's a beautiful part about boxing. You never know what can happen. You know what I mean? Yeah, like you can train your hardest, but that doesn't mean you're going to win, per se, right? So, yeah, of course, it's nerve-wracking.
Yep, and their son hasn't been home since 2016. He trains in Southern California. Will go home every now and then for maybe a week, but he's back here. Fiance is moving to Southern California. So the sacrifice has been made by himself. But right now is where you want to start seeing. Golden Boy Fight Night is about the action, about the development of the fighter. You're winning the fight, you're controlling it, but it's time to give something. Make Shane Mosley Jr. say, "Oh, okay."
Absolutely, but Pennington is making it very difficult. He's making it, being real slippery in there, bending his head, doing the Philly. You know what I mean? Feigning a lot. He's giving him some good looks. He's not making it easy for him.
No, absolutely. We expected that from Courtney Pennington.
Very elusive in there with the head movement and the bending in the waist.
And Pennington, a veteran fighter. His last scrap was at the 2300 in Philly.
Right.
You're in there. You're all right.
Maybe that's where he got the Philly from.
Well, that'll make Bernard Hopkins very happy we mentioned the Philly.
I mean, if you're a journeyman, you might as well pick up stuff along the way. Pick up the Philly, right? Beautiful right hand.
That's what you want to see. Those kind of combinations.
That's the combination.
From Curiel.
I can't help it, man.
You got to.
It's that Pomona.
6 rounds, scheduled for 10.
Pennington's definitely making Curiel think in there. Those jabs, those different movements, just like that one. You know?
Much different fight from his last one where he knocked out Ramses. I got the one in the second. More on the fight. Let's go to Brandon Flores.
Yeah, I was just listening to Freddie Roach talking to Curiel in the middle of that round, and he was telling him once he lands that jab to unleash. So they're unleashing him. They want him to take it to that next level, guys.
We've been asking for that, so Freddie heard us. Next level.
He must have heard us. He must be mic'd up.
Now, when you're working a fight like this and you're in there, Shane, and you know you're controlling, or you know you could do more, but the guy's not there, you get frustrated?
Of course, but you got to stay patient, shoot those shots to the chest, and help him bring those guards down or manipulate the guard and get those right hands over the top just like that one.
Pressure. His last knockout was a Brad Solomon, but it was in the second round for Curiel. But he did knock out Agathon back in 2021. His knockout started with Jeremy Ramos here in November or October of the 19th, and Agathon got him. But Pennington looks like he slowed down a bit.
Yeah, he did. I mean, obviously getting those hard shots like that left hook right there, can slow you down. But he's still game.
Last time that Curiel went the distance was in 2018. A decision against Ryan Pino, tough Puerto Rican. Yeah, Curiel isn't going to win you a bodybuilding competition. But you were saying he's really strong.
Yeah, he's really strong, and he showed that in his training, sparring sessions I've seen.
Flash of heads there.
You okay?
Yeah, Pennington.
You okay? Yeah. You got an accidental headbutt.
Accidental headbutt. Gerard White lets us know. No blood though.
Yeah, it happens when you're trying to, stop the action, make those crashes in. It could happen, but it's part of boxing.
A hook from Curiel. Pennington backing up. Another hook from Curiel. Just trying to sit down on his punches a bit. The 6th round is coming to a close. Our main event, Golden Boy Fight Night in Indio, California. Doesn't sound like they're really enjoying what they're saying in the corner of Pennington.
No, maybe they wanted him to set up more shots. Obviously with the movement, you're not just moving, or you shouldn't be, but just moving just because. You got to move to set up the shots, and I don't think he set up enough shots.
Wanting to be a smart fighter, getting hit too much, but he goes there and mixes it up.
Punch out of that. Punch out of that.
Yeah, maybe he thinks that that's the best option for him because he's getting hit going out or pulling out. So maybe, getting closer might fit him. Or maybe he feels that way. That's Pennington.
Yeah, Pennington hasn't really landed any power shots.
No, but he's landed flicking jabs and things like that could potentially mess up your flow.
Yeah, but nothing to make Curiel say, okay, this guy can hurt me. You see the power punches thrown through 6 rounds.
Curiel's cutting off that ring right there. And switch southpaw to cut it off. That was a good switch for him. I definitely think more feints would help him set up more shots. I think the more feints would help Curiel set up more shots.
More feints will help him out.
Yes.
Because Pennington sees him coming. Taking his time is Raul Curiel, not acting like he's got a red eye to catch or anything like that. His family's going to stay here in LA for the weekend. He's winning the fight, but he's not breaking down Pennington or taking away his will, because Pennington's still right there.
Yeah, I think he's rushing that hook a little bit, Curiel. I think if he, like I said, set up the feint, I think he'd maybe get it, because Pennington's trying to break his rhythm. So how do you break a guy's rhythm that's trying to break your rhythm? Feints. See, when Pennington jumps in with a shot like that, he's not trying to hurt him. He's just trying to disrupt him.
Hook from Curiel. Haven't really seen the combinations get put together.
Well, when we spoke to Pennington, he said that Curiel has very flat feet, and he was gonna move and break up his rhythm because he's a rhythm fighter, and he's showing that.
Beto Duran, Shea Mosley, Brandy Flores with you. Golden Boy Fight Night. We're in the 8th round. It's scheduled for 10. Our main event tonight's card. Only one fight has gone the distance. The other ones were stoppages. I think we're going towards the distance in this one.
That's what it looks like. We're going towards the distance because Pennington is switching up his rhythm and making it a hard fight.
Which is what we expected from Pennington, who's a rugged fighter. I mean, the man runs a logistics company.
Right.
He knows how to make things happen.
Yes, he does. He may not be able to make this win happen, but he can get the survive.
Yep. Yeah, Pennington's not going to throw anything hard. Not going to sit down and punches at all. Curiel throws the combinations we've been asking for.
And he needs to keep him there. He needs to keep him.
And he doesn't. Pennington slipping away. How does that happen, where he slips away from you?
Well, just stepping out off to the side after you miss some punches. Some people use their hands. He's using the Philly, so he could definitely use his elbows. That's Pennington to maneuver, and that's how he's getting out.
Curiel smothering himself a little bit.
I think
when he has him in the corner.
At times he's smothering himself. I think if he stepped over to the left or the right to give himself some space in order to cut that distance down, I think would help.
Yeah, because the work that you get at Wild Card, it's not sparring there. It might as well be a main event fight.
They're unsanctioned fights.
You don't know who they are at times.
Right. Yeah, that's how it happens in boxing gyms.
Yeah, but when you're one of Freddie's guys, there's things to work on. Right?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Freddie is a very good coach. And he's going to give you, great coach, I should say, and he'll give you a lot of stuff to work on.
But now, you see there's wrinkles to Curiel, but it's, all right, where's that dog at you? Where's that bite you're going to have where you're not going to let a guy like Pennington get away from you? I mean, obviously easier said than done on the broadcast. I'm being selfish here. I want a knockout.
Of course. I think Curiel could get the knockout by not falling over when he throws his right hand, right? Not leaning over. And I think that would help him stay balanced so he can get the next shot and throw those combinations, right? But if you fall off balance, you can't get the combination.
Good right hand by
Just like
Curiel.
that.
At the end of the round, Curiel stepping on the gas. Pennington in the corner, and we're done with 8. And now Curiel bleeding from the mouth. His corner was working. And you hear the crowd, finish it, come on. Everybody's got instructions for Curiel now. Do you hear the crowd?
Absolutely, I hear them. And obviously they come out here for that. These fight nights are known for getting those knockouts, having that young talent come up and get knockouts and give the fans what they want. That's knockouts.
Especially on a Thursday night.
Absolutely. Who doesn't love Thursday night fights?
Oh, I do. And our staff does.
Yeah, me too. I grew up on it.
You also grew up on fights every night.
That's right. I mean, that's what happens when you have a dad that's a legend.
Oh, like yesterday with the fighter meetings, and you had Antonio Diaz. He's like, yeah, I fought in Madison Square Garden against your dad. You're like, yeah, I was there too. Antonio, I was 9 years old, but I saw it.
Yep.
There you go. Shane Mosley Jr. making his way in the boxing world. Fighter and now broadcasting with us tonight, doing an excellent job in his broadcasting debut. Seeing the wrinkles, telling us why things are going on in the ring.
I think Curiel will do himself justice if he doesn't smother his work. Stay at that long range. Get those shots like that. Body shots, putting those punches together. This is how he gets the knockout. Not smothering himself.
And Pennington escapes from the corner. Briefly. Curiel digging to the body now. Pennington taking a deep breath. That tagged him. Pennington trying to tie up Curiel. To no avail. Cugar pouncing. Pennington really slow down.
Yeah, but he's still crafty in there, throwing those little peppering shots. Not hurting, but maybe stopping him. So that's a good on him. It'd be good for Curiel to not smother himself. Stay at that range, keep digging those shots to the body, slowing him down. I think when you can sense a knockout, you tend to, the natural reaction is to go in there and smother yourself and just go kill. But you gotta keep that balance, keep that distance so that you can get the proper shot.
Pennington is tough.
Yes, he
He
is.
knows how to roll with the punches, not get hit flush.
But with a record like his, that screams to me like he know how to survive.
17-6-3. Club shows, battles. Ninth round winding down.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, the 10th and final round.
10th and final round. Curiel, instructions. Pennington, it's just motivation and digging down when they're calling out how bad you want to do things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Two different tales in this fight.
Yeah, I mean, different paths for different guys.
Yep.
And I think that, obviously that path fits what Coach was saying. Come on, you want this?
Now here's Curiel. Shane, you said it in the beginning of the show. Yeah, it's important to win, but it's how you win. If you want to move up to the upper echelon in the division.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And I think that he's putting on a good performance for himself, that's Curiel, but he's not getting the knockout. He's not cutting off the ring like we would like and putting those combinations, but he's still doing a great job and winning this fight for sure. Beautiful combination from Curiel. He needs more like that.
That's what you need to have, more of that.
Yes, we need more of that if he wants to get the knockout. And then you have Pennington tying up.
Pennington's just trying to survive here.
Oh, absolutely. And he's doing the right thing to survive.
But one of the keys to victory from Doug Fisher was combinations. You need to see that from Curiel. The talent is there, the ability's there, but you got a dance partner who's not willing to engage with you. That's also one of the things about style of big fights, right?
Yeah, and then you have to figure out if a guy doesn't want to engage with you, how do I break him down and make him engage with me?
Yep.
And he has to do a better job of that.
Gerard White let him know, hey, you might have hit him in Tamaulipas. Bring it back up to Brooklyn.
Beautiful right hand over the top for Curiel.
All right, Shane, give me a little Espanol breakdown.
Oh.
¿Qué te gusta?
Man, you put me on the spot.
No, do it.
Oh, man.
¿Qué te gusta de Curiel? What do you like for Curiel?
Let him go. Let him go, Pennington.
Gancho del hígado.
Gancho al hígado. There you go. That's what you want to see. Liver shot.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Not the kidney.
Because he ain't got one.
Yeah, he donated to his father. The Pennington. Ooh. Man, he's a tough dude.
Yeah, he is.
Like, if you're a prospect and you see Pennington on your side, you're like, man, that's going to be a rough night.
And I feel like the knockout is right there. You know what I mean? It's there, but he's just not letting it go.
Yeah. A workman-like effort from Curiel. Going to get the job done. Oh! What? Did he stop it? Gerard White jumped in and stopped it with 10 seconds to go.
I was not expecting that.
I was. And the corner for Pennington is lit right now. The commission is holding back the trainer from getting into the ring. 2:53 of the fight. Wow, I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, I was not expecting that, and I think that's a call for, honestly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 2 minutes, 53 seconds, round number 10. Referee Gerard White puts a halt to the bout for your winner. By way of knockout, he is still the undefeated NABF welterweight champion, El Cugar, Raul Curiel.